Happy Tortilla Talk Tuesday. You guys, I saw some questions for Tortilla Talk about this sentry plant, and it's time to do a sentry plant update, so let's do it. I usually bring my little thingy stick. Oh, there it is, my spider web stick, because there's lots of spider webs over by this thing. Oh, I didn't check to see if the skunks were out, so let's just hope for the best. I don't see anything. There was a lot of animal activity last night. Let me know if you guys still want to see that stuff, because I can edit together stuff. And there's lots of animals out here. I feel like you've already seen all the different types of animals that we have, but maybe oh my God, there's so many spider webs. This thing is so freaking huge. Okay, so one of the questions I got was from Ashley Young, and she said, can anyone smarter than me find out how many Colleen's tall the sentry plant is? And I liked that question. So I'm gonna stand next to the sentry plant again and put the camera as far away from it as I can so that we can try to see how many of me's tall the sentry plant is. Okay, so we're gonna do that in a second. But also, Erwin Ginaccio, wow, said that wrong. But they said, hey Colleen, how's your day going today? It's going all right, thanks for asking. Good early evening to you. What's going to grow from that agave plant? June is my birth month. You're very crafty. Happy birth month. What's going to grow from this agave plant behind me is honestly just flowers. Like, it's gonna bloom into some flowers and then it's gonna immediately die. And this plant has been alive for a very long time. So the sentry plant dies after it blooms. It's called its death bloom. It only blooms once in its entire life. And it can bloom, you know, depends on the plant, but some bloom after 10 years, some bloom after 30. I don't know how old this plant is, and I have no idea how to figure something like that out, but I do know that it is very big. Oh, Abby! Stop it! Where is it? Oh my God, why was it like hovering on me? That was horrible. Oh my God, ew, I have to find it. Okay, I have to go. I can't even think straight. I know everyone says like bees don't sting you unless you agitate them, and obviously me panicking like that is not gonna help the bees. It's probably gonna scare a bee, and obviously then a bee's gonna sting me. I don't know how to not react like that. Like, it's such a guttural reaction to bees, but I've never been stung by a bee because I was like hurting it or taunting it. Like, I know they only sting and hurt you if they're threatened by you or if you're hurting them, but like, I've never gone out of my way to hurt a bee. It's always like I get stung and I don't even know how it happened, or, you know, it's, I don't know. So like, I feel like that is a scenario in which I would have just gotten stung. But let's go, I'm gonna stand next to the sentry plant and we're gonna see how tall we think it is based on how tall I am. All right, let's check it out. Oh my God, I hear something in the bushes. I swear to God, if that's a skunk, I'm gonna cry. Okay, this is me next to the sentry plant. I am 5'7". Wait, am I? No, wait, did I say 5'7"? I'm 5'6". Did I say 5'7"? I don't know why I said that. I'm 100% 5'6". That was very strange. I'm literally 5'6". This is me, 5'6", next to this plant. So now let's double me up and see how many of me's are as tall as this plant. And then we can figure out how tall the plant is. Okay, let's do this. So I'm gonna use the screen grab here to measure. If I stack me on top of myself, sentry plant is almost 4 me's tall. So I took the half version of me and I put it next to the full version of me so we can measure and see exactly how tall it is, and hopefully now we can measure the plant. So I am 5'6", and the half version of me is 3 feet 10 inches. Now I'm very sure that there's an easier, better way to add up this math than what I'm about to do, but this is just how my brain did this math quickly. I split it up between the feet and the inches. And if we're only adding up the feet, that is 18 feet. And then if we add up the inches, we have 28 inches, which is the equivalent to 2 feet and 4 inches. So in total, the sentry plant is approximately 20 feet and 4 inches tall, or 244 inches. Ta-da! So that's how tall it is. I hope you enjoyed this experiment. I have a frozen puff pastry thing, and I want to try to make like a mulberry pastry turnover. I don't know, I'm gonna attempt to make something. So I'm gonna go gather some mulberries and gather a lemon for some lemon zest and see what else we have in the garden. And wow, I'm a farmer, y'all. Oh, I gotta get an egg from the chickens to put in it. Let's go, it'll be so fun. Chicks. Oh my God, I almost just fell. You guys, look at this feather I found. How pretty is that? What kind of bird is that from? Does anyone know? That's so pretty. It's like a zebra stripe. Pretty big too. Gorge! We got some eggs. I just realized they're covered in chicken turd because chickens poop and pee and lay eggs out of the same freaking hole. And I just didn't even notice that there was a bunch of crap on this until I turned on the camera. Anyway, we have some chicken eggs with poo on them. I was trying to do like an aesthetically cool video of me like making a cute little berry tart, but instead I just got a berry turd. So I need to now get berries and a lemon, and we can go make it. There's a huge lemon over here that I really want to get to, but I don't know if I can reach it. Hey girl, Can I have you, please? Thank you very much, ma'am. Oh my God, that's huge. Dang, girl. All around the mulberry bush. Let's find some mulberries. I actually came out yesterday and picked a bunch, and then I was gonna make a mulberry thing last night and I forgot. And I left all the mulberries like sitting and soaking in some cold water, just like rinse them off. I was supposed to only leave them in there for a couple minutes, and they got left all last night and all today. So then all of the flavor had soaked out of them today. So they were essentially flavorless mush balls. So that's why I'm out here looking for fresh ones, because the ones I picked yesterday are basically useless. All right, I'm gonna keep searching for mulberries. I'll talk to you guys when I have a little bit more than 5. I don't know what I'm doing, but let's see if I can make something yummy with these mulberries. I don't have very many, but it's fine. So I have this frozen puff pastry. I let it thaw a little bit, and I've never really cooked with puff pastry. I mean, maybe a couple times I've tried, but I think I've done it and failed. I feel like most people will probably try to make it all cute. I think I'm just gonna do little squares. Is that a bad idea? Am I supposed to roll this out, or am I just supposed to use it as is? I don't really know. I think I'm gonna leave it. Is that a bad idea? Should I look at the instructions? There's no instructions on the box. It's just like it's a puff pastry. Thaw it out and bake it. Ugh. All right, so I'm pouring my few mulberries that I have into this bowl, and I have this like sugar cornstarch mixture. I don't know how much I should put in, so I'm just gonna eyeball it because I don't know what I'm doing. This is the lemon I picked today, so I'm not gonna use this one because I just want a little lemon zest. I'm gonna use this, and lemon zest is just the skin of the lemon, right? Like I should watch this. Okay, I have to do a voiceover now because the kids came in. It got a little chaotic, but I just put the mulberries into the pastries and then folded them over. By the way, my fingers are stained. It's not dirt on my fingers. I obviously washed my hands after the chicken poop debacle, but I put all the pastries on a baking sheet, folded them all over, pressed them down with a fork, gave them a little egg wash, and threw them in the oven, and voila. Now we just wait for them to be finished. Okay, got a little hectic, but this is what they're looking like, and I was thinking I could squeeze some of this frosting on the top of them because that's what they do at Arby's, and I love me an Arby's turnover. Flynn just asked me, do you know the song Poker Face by Lady Gaga? Have you ever even heard that song? Excuse me, have I heard it? Wow, you drinking a water?
Can I draw?
Yeah, you can draw. What do you want to draw?
I'm gonna draw poo-poo.
Oh, okay. This is what it looks like. Let's try it out. Oh my God. This is crazy good. Yum, amazing. Hi folks, kids are in bed, it's late, and let's answer some Tortilla Talk questions. Earring Project said, question, are you saying Apache tears? Apache is the name of a Native American tribe, and Apache is pronounced Apache. Now I need you guys to see this comment because I'm very confused. This is the comment that I just read to you, and look how she spells out Apache at the end of the comment, and I don't want to be mispronouncing it and like disrespecting that indigenous tribe, but I also think that's how I'm saying it. Apache. Is there a different way to say that? UH to me is pa, P-A-Chi. Now I'm just like second guessing myself. I'm like, I'm gonna look up again how to pronounce it, but now I'm like worried that I'm saying it wrong. Hold on.
Apache.
Apache? I thought it was Apache. I swear I've looked this up before too. Apache? Oh, see, P-A to me spells pa, not pa. So that's why I was saying Apache, because P-A, when I read P-A, I don't read pa, I read pa, P-A-W. But you didn't write P-A-W. I'm dumb. I'm the dumb one, because if it was supposed to be pronounced paw, like a kitten paw, it would be P-A-W. But no, it's P-A, which is pa. And I've been saying it wrong. That's very embarrassing because I've definitely looked it up a couple of times in the past. And I guess when I read it out, Apache, I thought it said Apache. Oh, I'm so embarrassed. I've been talking about this for so long and pronouncing it wrong every time. Thank you for helping me learn about that. And I am not smart. Thank you for helping me. Apache. In a recent vlog, I showed a passion flower in my backyard, and I never knew that passion fruit flowers were so beautiful. I just had never come across one before, paid attention to them before. And Julie Power said, I love passion flowers too. Have you looked up the symbolism behind the flowers? And I haven't, but I love doing this. In fact, I did it the other day with the mulberry, because the mulberry tree and mulberries in general really have come about in my life during troubling times. And so I was looking it up the other day. It was fascinating to find out that like I feel like you could search anything. What's the meaning behind a paintbrush? Like what's the meaning behind the color red? What's the meaning behind craving a hot dog? Like literally you could type in anything and there will be some written out theory on what every single thing on this earth's spiritual meaning is. So I'm sure that the passion flower has a meaning. I don't think I've looked it up. I have looked up the mulberry, but I'm gonna look up the passion flower are. So it represents or resembles the instruments of the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. The passion's flowers, 10 petals, symbolize Jesus' 10 faithful apostles who stood by his side throughout his crucifixion. Well, I guess minus Judas, who betrayed Jesus, and Peter, who denied Jesus. I can't remember if I talked about this last week or not. I think I did, but maybe I didn't. I don't know. That mulberry tree got me out of my house a couple years ago. I hadn't left my room in a while. I definitely hadn't gone outside in a very long time, and I was not doing great. So I left to make a mulberry. Oh, you know, I wasn't talking about it online. I think I was talking about it with my therapist. But I left the house and I went and picked mulberries and I made a mulberry pie. But it was just a really intense moment for me because I got out of bed, I went outside and I got dressed, you know, like it was just like, it was a very big day for me. Like I was able to do these things. And it seems as though every time the mulberries blossom now, I just feel intense feelings. Even if I'm having a great day or in a good mood or whatever, it's just like seeing mulberries makes me feel all these things. It just seems like whenever I'm going through a hard time, something with mulberries pops up in my life. And so anyway, I was curious about it the other day because I guess I had talked about it with my therapist and I looked up the meaning of mulberries. It was like, is there meaning behind like mulberry tree? I was curious about the symbolism of it and whatever. So I looked it up and it says, the mulberry tree holds a variety of symbolic meanings: patience, wisdom, abundance, and even death. It's seen as a symbol of resilience and can be used as a guide in times of spiritual uncertainty. Mulberry tree buds wait for the frost to pass before emerging, representing patience and waiting for the right moment. Once they do bud, they grow rapidly, symbolizing expediency and wisdom. In some folklore, the deep red color of the berries is associated with death, while the tree's ability to regenerate symbolizes transformation and a renewal. Anyway, there's a bunch of different meanings about it, and I was just reading about all of that the other night. I thought it was interesting. And I've also found out I do not just have a regular mulberry tree or a mulberry bush, which I don't even think there are mulberry bushes. I think it's only mulberry trees. So I don't know why they wrote that song, say all around the mulberry bush. But I have a weeping mulberry tree because regular mulberry trees just look like trees, but mine is like the weeping canopy kind. It was interesting just to look into it all. S.A. Wolf said, Tortilla Talk question, Colleen, you have mentioned several times you do not have a license. You have lost your license, and yeah, you haven't had it for years. Does this mean when you're driving, are you driving without a license? I do have a license. I lose my license often. So I should be more clear. I do have a license. I do not drive unless I have my license with me, but I have driven in the past without my physical license, but I have a picture of my license that I print out, and I also have one on my phone so that I have some version of it somewhere in case I ever get pulled over for any reason or if I need it for whatever reason, if I lose the physical one, because I do lose the physical one often. I do know where it currently is. It's with my money on my bedside table, hanging half off. I saw it when I was giving the kids a bath. All right, that's all the questions I'm going to answer. I think today I am a sleepy goose, so I'm gonna go to bed. But well, I'm not gonna go to bed, let's be real. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna go to bed and then I'm gonna find 800 other things to do. I really love doing these Tortilla Talk Tuesdays because I get to read your comments and answer all your questions, and I feel like I grow. So I've said this before in so many different videos and podcasts and whatever, but like I feel like I've grown so much as a human being and I've learned so much because of you guys and your comments. So thank you to anyone who's like ever commented and been kind or encouraging or helpful, like hello, helping me learn how to say Apache instead of Apache, and also like encouraging me to do things like, hey, how many Colleens is the sentry plant? It was so fun to edit together all of the me's to see how tall that tree is right now. It's probably wrong, but it was still fun to do, and I never would have thought to do it that way. Or learning the meaning behind certain plants and whatever. I don't know, just like even little things like that. I feel like I learned so much from your comments. So thank you for helping me with not only silly things like those, but also really big things in my life. You guys have helped me through so much. I was reading through the comments on the video I did where I talked about my NICU experience, and so many incredible people were very vulnerable and shared their experiences going through NICU time with their kids and what that was like for them and things that helped them. And the comments were just beautiful and encouraging and inspiring, and I really appreciate you guys, and just thank you for all of your help over the years. You're just wonderful. And that's all. I'll see you guys tomorrow or the next, I don't know when, but I'll see you someday. Okay, bye.